Hello and welcome back to day 7 of our medieval colony, our whole tile build. We suffered through some pretty big raids and quite a spiral yesterday. We ended up with 2 of our colonists getting tucked away into jail. Flew Viral and Bones. Flew Viral, who went mad and tried to murder Dr. Sean, our researcher, so we had to arrest him. And Bones, who actually betrayed us and is just living his time in the colony now. We have a couple of other people who are in here, Brain and Elflando, who hopefully will make up for the fact that Yan's poor mother, Yubel, died. Yan, now having food poisoning because he can no longer suckle at the teat of his mother and had to drink awful, disgusting sheep's milk, which he decided for some reason would give him food poisoning. He's having a bad time. He's in intense pain. He's in a mental state, crying. Hopefully we'll start growing up soon. He's aged 1 and 48. I have no idea how long babies take to grow up. I probably should have put on a mod that makes them grow up much faster, but I didn't. These things, they happen. Yesterday we managed to enter winter. We spent a lot of time gathering food, finishing the wall, adding some additions to the other wall after a raid went bad. And we managed to get the carpenter's house up and running. Half up and running. We got the workshop up and running, the house part, not so much. Today's goal, there's a few things I want to do, a few things I really want to set off. I want to really pare down our work orders. Like, nobody should be doing this many things. I want to make it so people are doing like 2 to 3 things max. I also want to make sure that our woodcutters are set to like wood cutting 4 for the winter, and I'm gonna harvest like all of this. We need to like mass stockpile wood. We have a ton of building to do, and once we're done it, hopefully we can start just like focusing on blocks and quarries and mines and stuff like that. But right now there's a lot of things we got to get built. We need wood to build them, and until we have that wood, there's not really much we can do to grow. So those are going to be the big things. We're also talking about birds this morning. We're talking about being in your 30s and how being in your 30s is great because you get really into birds. A bunch of hiking trails around here. You're going to find all the birds. It's perfect. This app, Merlin, it's so good. You just listen to every bird. All it's going to hear is wind noises as I live where the rent is cheap and trash blows free. I live in like a busy street in Montreal, and it still picks up the birds here. Sometimes if there's a lot of like trucks and whatnot around, like it'll get a bit drowned out, but it can pick out the chirps among all the other noise. It's good. It works better when things are quiet, but like it still is good. I promise you. Pudgy little pigeons. Pigeons were so lazy they crossed the street at the crosswalks. That's pretty good. We mostly have sparrows. Sparrows are the big thing we have here. Lots and lots of little sparrows. Oh man. Okay, what else we got? Lopez. She's a prisoner for the Empire. Yan's in his break. Flew Viral. If I can just remember where all these guys are. We're converting you because we don't want you to be upset that the stars are looking at you funny. So you're actually going to take a little bit of time. Bonesy, you're converted and at 0 resistance. Okay, so we're going to get Bones back literally first thing this morning. In fact, as soon as Flew Viral is fed, we can get Bones. Alejandro is at 21 and Brain at 22. These guys are both rancher raiders. More than 25 days, -6. I think that's okay. I don't love raiding. It's not a great ideology, but it's only going to give them a -6 mood boost. -9 with no executions. Trondor, thank you so much for 35 months. Oh, I gotta get that 3-year done. Gotta get it done soon. Robins and seagulls. Seagulls are jerks. I watched this, and I didn't. Sorry, there's a bunch of seagulls around where I grew up. They used to hang around a duck pond, and they used to eat the ducks. The seagulls would go in and they would take baby ducks and they would eat them whole. And I don't like seagulls because of that. No, sir. Not one bit. Tons of animals, +3. Sowed human food plant? Oh, as long as this guy's not sowing plants. Which he will be, because he's 8. We might need to convert this guy. He's clearly going to be like a dedicated farmer. God damn. God damn. What happened with Bones? Interacted to recently. All right. Whatever. We'll figure it out. He should be any minute now. Got to lurk all day. Have a good stream. Not a worry, dude. Take it easy. Thank you for popping by. Thank you for the sub for 35 months. I much appreciate. Okay. Okay. All right. Now that we've been distracted. Plant cutters. Blairy. I'm putting you up on a 4. Damn, we like lost. Hans was really our main farmer. I guess Chocolate is our next guy. Turg, I don't really want doing that or that. Okay, let's go through the people who are easy to figure out. We got Blander. He won't take care of his child. Well, actually, he will automatically take care of only his child. Who, speaking of, probably needs some attention. No, actually, they're good. So Blander, I want to be cooking. Yes. Mining and quarrying? No. Actually, you really like mining and quarrying. Yeah, actually, if you're cooking, sure. He can cook, and if he's not cooking, he can mine and quarry. Those are his 2 jobs. So the idea is like everyone has 2 to 3 jobs, right? So cook, mine, quarry. Chocolate, obviously our tailor. I'm going to knock you off smithing. I'm going to say you tailor and craft, and then you can grow and plant cut. Everyone's allowed to fish on an 8 or a 9. As far as I'm concerned, fishing is always relevant. Lewin, you're a little more complicated. I'm not sure what you're doing yet. Cassie. Cassie's a cooker and a hunter, first and foremostly. She's also really good with animals. She should not be managing. I don't think. I want her cooking first, hunting second. I guess I'll take handle, then hunt. No, actually, I'm not. That's what I'm going to do. So she's going to cook primarily, then she's going to hunt, then handle. And then she can deal with other things. Just because she's good at persuasion, but she'll very rarely do that. Bones is back. I'm glad to see. Mona's here to say hello. Hi, Mona. How you feeling, Bones? Lawful neutral, relies mostly on her thinking. An hour with Bones is enough to understand how thoroughly, extraordinarily engaging she is. There's a good deal of situations where she shows that she's also anxious. Bones, who's good at melee, who's good at mining, who's good at basically nothing else. I gotta reset all your stuff too. Do I? I think patient on 2, rescue on 3. Bones, you're not really much of a healer. What are you good at? Mining, quarrying. Damn, Bones is terrible. So Bones is pretty much going to be a dedicated hauler cleaner. And I think Lewin is going to be much the same. No, Lewin's good with animals. And he has a bow, so he can hunt and handle. And then fish. He's decent with childcare. Keep him on healing. Okay. So I'm okay with that for Lewin. Cassie, you're doing a lot right now. I guess I don't want you waiting or selling. I'm okay with you doing warden work because somebody's got to feed them. And it's pretty low for you. Blairy is our dedicated grower, plant cutter. I think I'm going to take you off handle animals. I don't know why you're on craft at all. Are you the one? No, Blairel is the one who's working on the artwork. So I'm going to have her as a dedicated plant cutter grower. Is what I'm going to do. And I think that's the safe choice right now. We'll switch that back to a 5 when the seasons change. Newton. You are one of my dedicated constructors. You also hunt. It's very rare that we hunt. I'm going to put you on a 6 hunt. Oh, yeah. Blairy's also top tier medic. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Newton's construction and hunting. If he doesn't heal, haul, and clean. That's fine. Blairel, you are my warden, my waiter, my candlestick maker, my entertainer. You also love constructing. I'm going to put you on, I think, a construction 5. Artwork on 6. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Managing on a 5 here. I don't think I need to have you as such a manager because Dr. Sean is really going to be dedicated to management. So let's drop you down to like let's drop you to a 6 on that and then fishing on 7. Dr. Sean, childcare. Yes. Warden. Yes. Big time. Wait, sell, handle. No. Entertain. Sure. But only after you're done management and research. And writing. Okay. I think I'm also going to make a zone so that Dr. Sean is always just exists only in this neighborhood. I've been thinking about like the different sort of areas. Basically, the palace, the inn, the temple, and the hospital is going to be zoned for everybody. And then we're going to be like, some people will be zoned in the noble district. And then some people will be zoned in like the, let's call it the agriculture district. I think, which could probably also include the marketplace. And then this is going to be like the, I think the craft district. Which makes me think, maybe I'll move the tailor. Yeah. I mean, the stuff that he gets directly comes from animals and plants, so. Rip Hans, Rip Haggis. We've lost so many. We have. We got Jubel and Toll Panzer. I forgot about Toll Panzer. How could I? Yeah, well, we really need that Herbalore guy here. Is he worth converting? Yeah, I guess I better actually, because if he's herbaloring and he has to sow human plant food, he's gonna get really upset every single time that he does it. So I'm not gonna cook that too much. Baby Yan, you need food. Bones, Blairel. Put away some of that flour, and then we're off. That's important. That's critical. I'm just realizing, I think I'm going to put these all on important. I don't know that we're using the flower here actually for anything right now, but I don't want people dragging flour from there to there if we have too much for some reason. The wyvern is in the animal pen. There's not much we can do about it. Okay, so Chocolate and Blairy in the morning, we should see come out and start chopping up trees. That's the hope. I do want to go through the base and select any oak trees and pine trees and Cornish trees that are fully grown. These should be getting autoed, but I feel like they are not. They're not. I don't know what happened here. I could have sworn we had this figured out. Maybe this died on one of our resets. Birch, Cornish, gray pine, oak, pine, poplar, stump, no. Teak, yes. In the home area, only fully matured. We do foraging. We do all these animals. Forestry. I don't think we need to do mining. At least not yet. But soon. You lived? Not in the end. The best hunter always appears as prey. You went down in a blaze of glory. It was a sad moment, to say the least. Chocolate, here we go. Cutting down trees in the middle of town. Rare thrumbos coming into town to eat all their trees. Ambrosies. And a beehive. Yeah, you went down in the big, like, fight against all the mercenaries that we had. Which was brutal. Doc Sean's doing his management work. I love it. It looks like we need some doormats here. I think we're going to do doormats of a different type. Because it is the castle. How about a sanguine deer wool mat? And then perhaps some soft fur on the inside. I'm not actually sure that we have that much, but we'll give it a shot. There's a lot of back and forth into the prison right now. Which I'm also like, I put this granite slab door here, and I'm like, this is the slowest door I possibly could have built. What was I thinking? Doc Sean, I want you researching, and you've got your hands filled dealing with this instead. All right, Chocolate is chopping down trees, and Blairy is unloading her inventory. And then chopping down trees. Good to see. Okay. So there's lots of full-grown trees in town that we can prune. Hello, hello, 6.5. Zandrify, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We are deep in the builds right now. Good. A little bit of wood here. What's nice about all the trees in town is it will actually resupply, hopefully, the wood stockpiles that are designed to refuel things. Did you see Turg take a tree down? He did. For now, Turg, I am also going to put you on plant cut 4 because you are technically my other plant cutter. Deal with the muscle parasites first and foremost. This might cure them as well. I think this is the last one. One more. But he's feeling good. He's up and running. Turg also has one more cure left on his muscle parasites. Dr. Sean's on the research. Getting the pressers up and running. Oh, that's why nobody's building these. I might as well wait. It's almost done. It will be way less work if we build them not as prototypes. So. Lander's on a huge critical break risk, probably because his wife died. If I was to take a guess, yes, that's correct. Also, nobody's been executed in a while. What's wrong, baby? Can't play with you. Can't do anything fun. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I want all of my places to have 4 stacks of 75 wood, which is like 300 wood in every house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There should be more of those in here. Let's say 10. 300. Wow. Okay, so this count needs to go up like way higher. I mean, let's start at 3,000 and see how we do. A hunting party has arrived to kill some donkeys. Hunting donkeys with glaives. A manticore has gone wild. After being attacked, a manticore. Oh, this looks like a good idea.
Stream. Well, just watch and play with her all stream.
She's run off, sadly. She'll be back though. She loves coming to hang out. Manticore, a monstrous legendary creature in Persian mythology, a hybrid leonin human head, the body of a lion, a scorpion tail of venomous spines, similar to a porcupine's quills. These manticores have also been modified to have non-functioning chiropteran wings, even though historical depictions of the creature didn't include them. Fierce predator capable of stalking its prey and attacking from range, can throw poisoned quills from their scorpion-like tails. I think they maybe laid some chicken eggs as well. Epsilon axe. Skull-shattering axe used by Minotaur savages. If this has gone manhunting... God damn it. This isn't what I want to be fighting. Lander is still severely beaten up. Here's the thing, the moment this Minotaur goes down, it's probably going to walk into town. It might win. It might win. He's injured and fleeing. Their entire group is now fleeing. I hate to leave a dead donkey down there, but also... Hey, we did it! Y'all are free. You succeeded. Who else is coming over? You no longer need to be... You're good. Cassie, if you could actually hunt that manticore, I'd appreciate it. All this snow is making it... Wow, walk speed 52. Damn, son. Really slowing down. At least we're starting to get wood again. It's kind of funny that I've put, I guess, the butchers for the livestock. I was just thinking it's funny for like hunters to have to come all the way up here when like this is the hunting ground. But when this is your pen, it's like, okay, trade off, right? Come on, man. Have a heart attack already. You got a major artery blockage, Lesser Wyvern. I want you to have a heart attack before you try to kill anything. %25 chance taming. It's not bad. Wow, we really just like deforested the whole town. These were all fully grown trees everywhere. For the most part. Oh, Blairy, sweetheart, refuel your hearth so you don't freeze to death in the middle of the night. And then I was going to recommend going to bed, but if you want to wash Yan, I guess you can do that too. I'm starting to think I'm going to put wash baskets in everybody's home as well. It kind of seems like maybe this is something people need. Based on how frequently we seem to have to get up for other things. Nobody has a bathroom in their home right now, so a wash basket does seem like it's at least fitting. At least a little bit. Don't know if I've ever heard of a dragon dying of a heart attack. Hell of a way for that kind of creature to go. I mean, it's a lesser wyvern. I don't think it fully counts as a dragon. It's more of like a weird scorpion monster. Blander. How much magic do I have? I actually have a lot of magic. Turg, if you don't mind, I'd like you to cast a word of healing on Blander. Thanks, bud. It just seems to be taking a long time to heal up from those wounds, so you know what? We have a paladin. We might as well let him do paladin things. It seems reasonable. That's not meant to be there either, but for now, get rid of it. Oh, this research so close to being done. Mighty Tug upon his throne, meditating. This is a nice thing to see. I absolutely love this divine order equipment. A treehouse builder from the Magical Academy has come by. Her name is Fugly. I think we met her before. And we have finished the technology to make a cheese press. Very, very, very happy about. Cheese press, apple press. Any number of presses. It's mostly going to be cheese. It's going to rapidly be focused on cheese. Dudes, these amber swords are rules. They're so pretty. This new plan to drop trees all over the place is working really well. But until this gets filled, I don't want to start building anything. Oh, there's just a wood rack right here. You guys all have wood racks. You have a wood rack. You don't, so I think what I'll do... is just like store this in the palace somewhere. I don't really see any reason for that to be there right now. We have the double wood rack in here. We need timber for these and basic components. The basic components we have. Everybody's coming in for dinner. Things are smooth-ish. We're making tanning liquor. I'm actually going to suspend tanning liquor from wood, because what we have is a lot of meat. What we don't have is a lot of wood. I don't love using dried meat for tanning liquor. But I suppose we'll allow it. This pig is hungry. Wow, they went through all that straw already. 5th of December. Actually, that's okay. They went through about a third of our straw in 5 days. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be tight. Bones, you're in a good enough mood. I'm going to get you to grab all this straw and put it in the pen. How is that all you can grab? Is it because you have a lot of gear on? Who was it that we had that picked up like 8,000 pieces of straw? Was that Dr. Sean? I think it was. Larry's collapsed outside. And flew viral's in a tantrum because the stars are aligned against him. Yeah, it's not working for him either. Maybe it was Cassie? It was Cassie. Cassie's the one who picked up an insane amount of stuff. I also love that she has 2 different types of quivers on her. How did this happen? Somebody had picked up... It was Cassie. She had managed to pick up the entire warehouse worth of straw and move it all at once. And I'm really not sure I understand how. Blair, just wake up and go to bed. Or wake up and have a bath, whatever makes you happy. But they say if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Yes. Yes. Wood. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. There's part of me that's also thinking about starting a grove. Starting the beginnings of grove. For trees. Because I am worried once we build out all this. Like there's no trees really here. A lot of trees up here, but that's quite a journey. There's a handful of trees down here still. And a handful of trees out here. But we're going to need like a renewable source of trees. And I think it's going to be that. Who's hungry? The pig is hungry. How about some fresh frozen corpses? Always solves my hunger problems. Newton, I'd like you to get on these cheese presses, so let's just keep an eye on you this morning. We know everybody else is chopping trees and getting to work. Resting. My dude, it's 7 in the morning. If you're tired now, just wait till you get to the rest of the day. Donk donk. And then go to bed. All right. Missing 30 timber. So we're going to need a crafter. Which has got to be Chocolate, who is currently set to chop down all the trees. Damn, we also need crafters. Losing U-Bowl was such a bummer. Newton's on food binge because he's in a lot of pain. I don't want to stop this. At all. I don't understand why people aren't going to sleep. It seems like every night, everybody just like stays awake for hours. And truth be told, I think I can actually take Turg off of meditation. Because I think he will automatically do it. Dakshan on the converts. Turg is resting. Yeah, I'm gonna add in those extra rest slots here. I normally hate doing that because if you need somebody to do something at night, it means they'll try to do it and then they'll go right back to bed, and then they'll try to do it and go right back to bed. But there seems to be this real issue where people are just like not sleeping at night. I think it might have to do with the fact that they're like efficiently unloading inventory all the time. Mrs. Honkers. Now we have an emergency. A goose emergency. I give your pawn at least 7 hours of sleep, otherwise the mood debuff's too much. Normally, I typically find if you give them that 1 hour at the beginning of the night, they will all go from recreation straight to bed. And I don't typically ever have a big problem with it. But for whatever's going on right now, they seem to be really like fighting that idea. How come these all got canceled after a minute? Oh, I think they can only move one pile at a time. Landers upset because nobody has conquered anything. I'm gonna try that. Everyone should be going to bed right now. It's 22. Yeah, it is bedtime at the moment. Resting. Having a bath. That's something you shouldn't be doing. They also keep coming all the way down here to have baths because this is the only bath for them to have. Flu viral. Crisis of belief. Fantastico. Are you're in a mental state? As soon as he's done mental stating, I'm just going to have Cassie click convert. We have them slaving away at all hours and you're complaining about the sleeping pattern? I only have them slaving away during the day from 10 to 6. How is Yan? I don't care about anyone else as long as Yan's okay. Yan's all right. She's stressed out. She really wants to play and she's ravenously hungry. Okay, maybe Yan is not okay. Maybe that was a lie. Larry, I think you're the one who feeds. Newton, are you the one who feeds? Not assigned to caring. Turg, Paladin Turg. Knight Paladin Turg, who does all the work in the entire town, is capable of any job, defends the towns from the front lines, ensures that everyone heals. He also now has to feed and play with a baby. I just noticed another hole in my outfit, he says. I'd better craft what I need. I can't walk around like this. He's like, yeah, somebody else has got to fix this. Oh yeah, your shield is donked up. That's fine. Pick up, put down, goo goo ga. Goo ga goo goo. Monkey see, monkey do. Turg made Yan smile. Turg is good, Dad. Turg is good, Mom. Now that Yan isn't here, and Blender is really just like falling into his regular pits of despair. Alright. Yan, you're in a good mood. You're all fed. Very entertained. As you one might say, bawa ba guma. I think I know what I'm going to do to fix this problem. Paid forced weather. A vengeful wizard is threatening the plebeians of Central Republic. The senator wants you to send a message to the wizard accepting responsibility for their transgressions. If you do, the wizard will turn its anger on you. A weather control spell will force the weather around the inn on the lake to be a fog storm for 5.9 days. That's not that bad. Unfortunately, all of these things are really not good. I guess a fog storm isn't really like problematic. It makes your archers a little bad, but we could get loot boxes. Five days of fog in the middle of winter. I thought they just said he broke his mental break. Do we want to do that? I guess we could. Why not? A weather control spell has begun affecting the weather. Foggy snow. Oh, extinguishes fires. Interesting. So all of my lanterns are going to go out, I think. Rolling fog and heavy wind reduces the accuracy of ranged weapons. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe it's only when it's snowing. I started the run after I do Adam versus Bifastic sleep. Oh, is that like you sleep during the day and during the night? I've never really bothered with that. It's only like if I have people who are, what do you call them? Night walkers? The people who hate the day. Sometimes I'll let them go. All right, chocolate. We need some timber. Clay, hello. Good morning. Only has the dent in the baby's head to remember her. He's got a pretty dented head, that's for sure. This is pretty good. 7 out of 16. Eclipse. There's a lot going on right now. Mrs. Honkers, the pig, and the EO are all not having a good time. Newton, I want to try something here, which is like, what if I had you pick up straw? I knew I could cheat this. I knew this would work. He's going to pick up a bunch of stuff because he's confused about it. He's going to go take a bath, and then when he's done... No! Mrs. Honkers! Oh god, Newton has all the food right now. extreme malnutrition on Mrs. Honkers. We're going to be in big trouble if she dies. She is a venerated animal. We're going to unload some wheat in here. Okay. You're going to unload a tabard down here. This is all very inconvenient for me. You're absolutely doing the worst stuff first. And now straw. You're going to go unload straw. Perfect. Yes! Flu viral has become Neutradian Creed. We no longer need to worry that flu viral is going to be like, but the stars. I don't like the stars. He's only got an 11 as well for resistance, so he shouldn't take too long. Drop that hay. You got way more hay than that on you, homie. Tonight we died in the Brown Ocean Pact. There we go. Problem is solved. Hopefully there's some food left for Mrs. Honkers. All right, it was a little unexpected, I'm not gonna lie. Feeding milk to Yan. Did someone feed food? Oh, somebody did feed you. Christ almighty. I cannot believe how much food they just ate. Rendered meat is good for animals. Pretty sure I have something called like animal food. Pet food? More nutritious than kibble, made from meat and plant sources. What about kibble? I guess I need a butcher's table for kibble. Oh no. 1 protein, 1 greens. Kibble from moss. I guess. I'm very concerned about the fact that I have like no food for these animals right now and it's the middle of winter. I can let them out of their pen and do some grazing. You know, I think all like, I don't know what they could eat. Kale, stuff like that on the ground. I suppose I could also just grab like a bunch of lentils and move them in. I really think we'd be much better off making kibble if that's the case, though. Hungry much? Yeah, I guess they were starving a little bit. You're gonna use the apples. I'm okay with that right now because they're the closest vegetable. Hey, our cougar rug. Cougar rug is done. I'm gonna put this in Yan's house. We are also making a deer rug, which is almost done. That one is obviously gonna go in the palace. The shuttle has arrived for Lopez. We can let Loon do that in the morning. Can they eat wheat? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. What's the plan for the inn? It's so big it looks like a Club Med. Yeah, so we actually have like a lot of stuff scheduled for in here. We just have not had the wood for it right now. So we're gonna have a stage. We're gonna have a couple of musical instruments, and then 3 long tables, a couple of hearths, and a couple of round tables, or possibly like board game tables, baccarat tables. Ah, these require steel. Yeah. I think we could probably actually put these in now. A Renette and an Agaloop. Extra recreation never really hurt. Hey, you know what would be cool, Turg, if instead of talking to this person, who I don't actually understand why we're doing anything with, cheering up the patient, how about you cheer her up? How about you... Jesus Christ. Load the goddamn shuttle. Don't talk to her. Don't waste your time talking to her. Get into bed. Lesser Wyvern is attacking the pigs. The pigs are attacking the Lesser Wyverns. They've also attacked a bull. And now he's manhunted and going after Blinder. Fantastic. If y'all don't mind baiting a nice trap here for me. Chocolate, how are you in the way? Oh, Blairal. Oh, Blairal. Take the shot, men. Of course, we have a fog storm, so all of our archers are super inaccurate right now. How are we doing? Not good is the answer. We're gonna go this way. Bones, don't go out there. Great news is it is also really slow. Come on, lads. We need to land way more shots than this. Kite it back a little bit further. Honestly, it seems like my 4 archers can probably handle it. The melees here is just in case. It's fine. We're just going to eat all of those. Less things we have to feed. Move, 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 please. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. We'll just kite this wyvern. I suppose all the snow is giving me, weirdly enough, a huge advantage because it's causing movement speed to drop so much. Still no immediate danger. Right, the wyvern doesn't feel pain is one of its, like, special traits. It is starting to bleed out, though. Just slowly backpedaling. The live music's a nice touch. I really like the music mods. And the fact that it like knows you're in combat and changes to combat music is, I think, very nice. Really gotta kite this guy. 21 hours, death in 20 hours. Shelter for the yeoman. Oh, nice. Turk got another level up. Another like royal level up with the Empire. So he's gonna become I think a praetor now, or a baron. I can turn you all. You can take your shots whenever you want. 14 hours. He's starting to slow down a lot now as he takes more wounds, especially in the legs and tail. Come on. Come on. Put this giant snake bugger down. Teach it to attack my pigs. Death by a million tickles. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Look how many arrows he's got in him. It's an insane amount. The big issue is, right, with the fog storm. The magical fog storm we have going on right now is that all of my archers are like super inaccurate. Bones, maybe now is not the time. I think they're going to focus on the archers instead of bones. Get back here, young man. Come on. This is great archery experience. I will say that. They're leveling up probably a crazy amount from this. 8, 7.9, 13, 7.9. Oh, chocolate. What are you doing down here, buddy? This is the kill zone. It's a circle of blood. Steadily becoming a Fibonacci spiral as I try to avoid all of our other people being hit. Come on, lads. Put some arrows in it. The eclipse is over, which means you should get an accuracy bonus. I think these bows are actually better at medium range. So staying a little bit further away is better than short range. Here we go. Yeah, this is like the zone right here. They hit him a lot when he's in this spot. He's the size of a house. How are you missing this much? Cassie is literally starving to death. She's been in this fight for so long. Oh my god, yes. Hunt. Lewin, you can take the job. You want an animal pet named Snow? Okay, we can do that. Where space goes. Wouldn't be great though. Death by midgie bites compared to tiny mosquitoes, basically. Just no disease. Midgies, I think we call them black flies. We call them midgies as well. occasionally. Nippers, they're sometimes known as, because they nip at you. Oh, I hate when a rug doesn't fit the way I want it to. It's fine. Can go there. Or does this go in here? I think it's going to go in here. It is the tavern right now until we have a stage. How much meat does the wyvern give? Probably not a crazy amount, to be honest. I wouldn't expect that much. Amazing that both of these pigs lived. We only lost one cow, which isn't really a big deal. We still have one adult cow. One party member is idle. Dr. Sean is idle. That's 100% factually untrue. He always has a job to do. And you want a pet named Snow. I don't really have any pets. Like, we have Mrs. Honkers and we have Hamish. Everybody else is food. Everyone else is food. What was chocolate flu viral? We will potentially have one of these guys soon-ish. .3 resistance? And 7 crafting? I'm converting him before I break him. But that's amazing. This guy's already down to 4 resistance. He was at like 20. You're at 8.9. So yeah, we can maybe name this guy Snow. A dark elf named Snow. That seems strangely fitting. Really wait for rugs before designing a room? I just haven't had rugs. This is the first time we've had rugs all game. Capable of deconstruction. What would you have to deconstructing? Oh, that Renat. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. But you are right. Because anytime you build something, you have to build the rug. It deconstructs it to put the rug on. Somewhat impressive. Slightly better than it used to be. Everybody is sleeping, which we love to see. I just realized Bream is sleeping on the floor. He has a bed he can sleep in. With an end table and a dresser. I feel like that would be much better for him. I'd love to give these guys something else to do, because it doesn't seem like Cup and Dice is going really like all that good for them. Cerebral play. Conga is music type. The problem with the congas and the instruments is that everybody is like, let's go in here for a party. Chess table's cerebral as well. I could put a horseshoe pin here. This room is designed to be another jail. But I guess if it gives them something to do, man, it might cause them to break a little bit less. Let's do it. One of them could be Snow. There's a kid's party going on out back. The DJ's on the mic, needs to go home. He has one of those voices. Pray tell, what do you mean by one of those voices? Huge lesser wyvern hide. No, nothing cool I can make out of that. Lots of kibble, though. We're not storing kibble out here, are we? Let's make sure we're not. A goose egg. A goose. Oh my god, the cheese presses are ready. Apple juice from apple mince. Sheep cheese. I guess let's do one with milk and one with sheep milk. So we'll have one sheep cheese, one regular cheese. This makes a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. That is not a small amount of cheese. They buffed that. Well, this is going to solve our milk issue. Who is a DJ for a kids party? I mean, in my experience, DJs can also have kids. And that kind of tends to be the answer. Taking bread to inventory. Can you then haul this kibble? Okay, we got a bit of wood coming out. Get some wood down here. There's a bunch of wood down here that needs to be hauled. Okay, the wood hauling seems to be going okay right now. Yan is having a crying break because he's tired. This baby. I gotta tell you. I can't believe this. These stall doors do not separate indoors from outdoors. So this outhouse has been an outdoor outhouse the entire time. When really it should be an indoor outhouse. This could be a stall door. Does not create new rooms or prevent heat loss. Oh. Actually, this is meant to be held open. Oh, no, wait. That one's not meant to be held open. This one's meant to be held open, and it is. They're kind of like curtains. Which, actually, I could just make curtains. Tribal curtains. I'm going to get rid of that door. I'm going to get rid of, like, every internal door. I'm not going to get rid of this one because it's good for the meat to be chilled. But this one we could get rid of. And it would cause the tailor's workshop to not be freezing cold. And all of these rooms can be opened. These are all single room apartments. I have no idea if tribal curtains would screw that. I feel like it would. And I think I'll keep doors all along here. Oh my god, we have so much cheese. It's outrageous. We've actually gone through the milk. I suppose we could keep one to cheese and then one to, like, apple juice. That being said, we could also just fill up these barrels. There's enough wort here that they're ready to go. Do I need individual rooms for people to stay in, like guests? No, they can share rooms. You can have, like, barrackses for them. That does work. These are all meant to be guest rooms right now. There we go. Ooh, we also have a quest. A praetor ceremony. It's 18 o'clock. Let's do that. Summon in that totally regular fantasy airship. Is this the guy? This has got to be the guy with this Zweihander hat. Bestower. Janissary. Yeah, it's him. What's his deal? What kind of creature is he? He has like red eyes. Is it just because he's a drunk? Dude has 2 arcane shards just on him. He's got a bad back. Where are they going? Are they going in here again? Man, they love having royal ceremonies in Cassie's house. It's really funny. Why do they pick this as the room? Right? Like, I have a temple and I have a throne room, an impressive throne room that belongs to Turg. And yet, oh, these braziers take a ton of wood. They're like, no. Let's have it in Cassie's house. Let's have it in the baker's bedroom. No such thing as too much to ease. Barracks doesn't really fit the tavern theme, though. A tavern would offer individual rooms or the barn. Yeah, that's kind of part of the idea. The stables can also double up if we need extra room. Could be a nice inn. Come to get a room, listen to music, have a nice raclette. If your guests were to stay in the castle, I'd expect them to get individual rooms. Yeah, the castle just isn't really big enough for it. We could do expansions to the castle if we wanted to mine them out, but an honorable bestowing ceremony, 2 honor as a sign of respect. So that went okay. Turg received the title of Praetor from the Empire. I love that it's the Brown Empire and we're the Brown Ocean Pact. Turg has gained a new level of magical attunement. If he dies, his title will be inherited by Cassie. He has a permit point and can now trade with settlements and caravans. Requires apparel of normal quality or better. Gives speeches from the throne. People will feel inspired. He's actually got really good persuasion, so that should be doable. Excellent, good, normal. Yeah, all right, so you're fine. Bones, Blander, and Cassie have all gotten the flu. Turg gets a new permit choice. I can't get Crusaders yet. We could get a laboring team. Here's the idea. Like, I could either get light soldiers. We have mercenaries and heavy infantry right now. So we could just get we could get a laboring team, which would really help the wood chopping problem. And then eventually we could get a labor gang. Steel drops are amazing in medieval playthroughs because steel is so hard to get. But I don't even have smithing, and I'm like not even close to getting smithing. I'm gonna take labor team. All right, dudes, you're already being tended to. Blander's not yet. Bones is not yet. Doc Sean. You kind of need to sleep. It's only the flu. I think we'll be okay. The lovely Wargrove of Wood. These wood elves, man. They are like the only people who show up to trade with us anymore. And one of my big fears is that we are starving. But a bulk goods trader should have food. You're tending to Blander. Who else is it? Bones. Yeah, you'll be fine. We can preach health. We can do paladin immunity charges. When you wake up in the morning, Blairl, who is my brewer currently, I feel like that's okay. She's the innkeeper, so her sleeping in the brewery kind of makes sense. And I think when Turg is up, we're going to call a labor team in. Where are they going? They're going to the barracks? Good. Yeah, just duke it out, you dummies. Who came out there? Newton punched him so hard, he caused his heart to bleed. Damn, you definitely won that fight, dude. Hot damn. It's negative 14 degrees, Blairl. I need you to get up right now because otherwise they're going to freeze and then they're going to leave. And if I don't get food off these people, we're going to have some starving piggies. Interesting. I can only sell a lot less of my animals than normal. They have a mare. I'm going to buy that. I've been looking for horses. So we're gonna do that. What am I gonna sell you? Probably all my broken down clothing. That's for 51%. That's a good. That's a 51%. Normal, 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 normal. I'm okay with all that. Coleocants. Genetically downsized version of a dinosaur fish. A social book. We already have one social book, so buying a second one doesn't make a ton of sense for me. I'd love to buy your wood and timber, but it is... Wow, that clothing does not sell for much. You know what? I really don't need your wood. I have 4,000 wood apparently on the map. I just haven't picked it up. We can start doing things like selling beer. For sure we can. I could sell some of this bison wool and sheep wool as well. I need food. I need food. You don't have it. They don't have any hay. Oh, a unicorn. That's what I want. Good goddamn. Are you on Losing is Fun? We're on Strive to Survive, the one step above Losing is Fun, or below Losing is Fun. Basically, the only difference is like threat scale. So it's the same version of threats. It's just when you play on Losing is Fun, you get like 4 times as many people attack you. Which is just like, it's... If you're playing with kill boxes, then Losing is Fun. Or you're playing with trap quarters, then Losing is Fun is fine. But if you're not playing with that, there's like no reason to go on that level. It just don't make sense. All right, man, I'm going to buy that horse, and I think that's going to be it. I guess I'll buy this timber. Yeah, all right, let's do this. 900 bucks. A horse. The fun thing with this horse as well is I'm willing to let people actually ride it. And I will name this horse Snow for the rename. Was it Snow? Snow. She's got a little strip of snow on her front. This dude's coming out harvesting more poplar trees. I think you're at 14 out of 16. That's beautiful. I'm going to build 2 more stacks of trees. And I would like to build another stack of timber storage here. This thing stores 8 by 75. 40, 50, 64, 690. Go 1200. Unusual drought has set in, devastating for plant life. A drought in the middle of winter. Don't ask me how that works. Blairy, your heart is still bleeding. Internally. Which, I don't know, it just feels like maybe not a great idea. When you're done patching up Newton from that social fight, you can go fix them. They've beets and pemmicans, yeah. At the same time, I could just like move a bunch of our lentils across. And to be honest, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Unless I want to run the big risk. And I think I do. Losing is fun as hard. In 1700 hours, I never finished a run. I mean, what is finishing a run in Rimworld? Too cold to unfreeze the water. So I'm going to let him do this to stock up. This is always a brutal gamble because now I have to do an insane amount of dragging people back. Oh, awesome. Cassie's been using this straw to make kibble. Well, fingers crossed to figure out what to do there. I should probably, I'm just realizing, clear these mount spots and just put them in here. So now when these guys have mounts, they will bring them up to the pen. They'll let them out in the pen. And then they'll go about their business trading. Which, until I have the actual stable here, makes sense. Are you a wild donkey? Are you 2 wild donkeys? Well, I'm not going to not hunt you, that's for sure. This pig is like, I've tasted freedom. It is time for me to leave this village and make my way back home. My life as a kept pig is no more. This lamp is kind of nice, though. No, I must leave this place. We will escape the shackles of our oppressors. Or maybe we'll go this way. I'm not really sure what the best path is, but I know I need to find some way out of here. And sheep, small sheep, do you know the way out? I don't know where we are. I've never been outside of the pen before. So maybe it's down this way. We'll just take a look. Take a little look around. God, this temple is just made out of entire spiders. It's so bizarre. This feels like it might be the right new path. I'll hide behind this tree and oh god, it's a unicorn. Hello, mythical beast. This pig is going on an adventure. It's never left home. It's run into a unicorn out by a building that looks like a giant spider made from giant spider chitin. This unicorn clearly is the right path. The funny thing is he is escaping successfully right now. So you never know. He might, this pig might get out. And at this point, I might let this pig go. You Googled winter drought thinking it was funny, then remembering not everywhere gets covered in snow in the winter. Yes, my cats are thinking in the basement once a year. Ah, yes, the remains of humans are here. I could dig them up and eat them, but no, I I must continue on my path. Pig, you're getting a bit far. Let's send someone to get you. Elf Lando, our new recruit. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a mercenary recruit and a mercenary. You're a psychopath, as mercenaries seem to tend to be. We have a lot of psychopaths in our colony. But you're a good swordsman. You're a decent archer, good at melee. You are a dark elf, so you'll probably get along well with Blander. You believe in neologism, which is all about ranching, which is fine because you are a dedicated animal handler. You're also good at crafting, so I think we're going to put you in that as your plan. You don't need to childcare. I'd like you to handle primarily. Hunt, probably not at all. Smith, tailor, no, but crafting, yes. Guard, 9. Also put you on the regular schedule. There you go. I don't know what's up with this cloth veil, but I mean, if that's really what you want to wear right now, I can't really stop you. I appreciate you gathering up all the animals and throwing them back to starve. We have a relationship. A group from House Ambrose is visiting. Newton's brother, Cassie's cousin, 2 of Cassie's cousins. And word of Newton's scans charm has reached Rysave, and they've asked you for their hand in marriage. Absolutely not. What do you think? I could just give people away? I'm missing 4 guest beds. We better build this house. We better finish building this house. Because otherwise, everybody's gonna freeze. Blairl is experiencing a hell-like dream. Let's go sheep fur, sheep wool bed. With a wooden end table, a dresser, a closet, a potted plant. You know, I guess a wood stack is not really necessary in this place. But I will still build him a table. And I think this is where Elf Landro is going to live. That's Flu Viral's Morningstar. I'm going to give him this fancy ass sword. Amethyst. Cool. Is it made out of amethysts? No, it's made out of steel. It looks like it has amethysts imbued within the edge, which is pretty dope. We also have the steel warhammer. That might be a better choice. Actually, that might be the better choice. Once upon a time, that steel warhammer belonged to Tolpanzer, but he has since passed. Try to get them out. Cassie does have a huge family. I've noticed that. A lot of people seem to belong to her family. Noticing a lot of blood south of the tavern. Oh, this was the wyvern. The wyvern attacked a pig, and the pig attacked back. The wyvern that was in our pig pen. And so the wyvern went on manhunter mode, and so we had to kite it down here. We actually kited it through this corridor and then down here, and then we ran like 9 laps with 4 archers just shooting at it constantly. And thankfully, it was slow. So we got a little bit lucky there, but... Okay. I think... we can probably... turn the lads down on plant cutting again. Get them back to their regular jobs. An animal herder. You got any good animals? Goats. Yeah. So kind of, but not really. What I need is a male horse now. So we could breed. What are you? A lamb is inside the palace. Well, I never. We do have some of these doors broken down, so we can start making linen tribal curtains. I guess I should put one here too. And we have a monster hunt contract. A family of fogglers. When in danger, a foggler releases a dense cloud of smoke, making all range attacks unsuccessful. And they have a very high infection chance. I don't love the sounds of that. How's flu viral doing here? 2.9. Actually, I'm going to have you deliver that food, chat with him. And then I'm actually going to have Cassie come over here and trade. I hate this. So these guys are walking around my apple orchard, which means they're going to pack the dirt around my apple orchard and they're going to kill all of those apple trees. I need to put Trader Spot back on as a mod. Goats, donkeys, yaks. Buffalo pigs? Wow. The stare of the cattle pass can turn people to stone. They're not naturally aggressive, but there's dangerous ability to make sure they have no natural predators. I could train these as like attack Medusas. Oh my god, there's a male stallion in here. Incredible. That's amazing. So we now have a breeding pair of horses. Oh, they have hay as well. I'll take that. This is suddenly a very expensive trade. I'd sell you this medium dinosaur's hide. Everything else I'll keep. Yeah, I'll just spend the money. As tempting as it would be to get those guys. Look, and the horses. They wasted no time. They were like, oh, we're a breeding pair of horses. I like that they're also like the exact same color, makeup, fur, whatever it's called. And a weaponsmith from House Soren. Jeez, we're getting all the traders in the middle of winter this year. How weird is that? We also have a couple of chests we can open up. Who should do that? Turg? Tending to bones. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Animal wandering away. Well, that sheep is gone. But this cow, I'd like to keep. Do the trade and then talk to the cow. That should be fine. And I'm hoping that hay will be good food. Get rid of this sling, the short bow, these. awful pike. Shave these clubs. Fungal trolls and polar bears. I'll buy a longsword. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds like a good weapon to have. Hey, Mona. Oh, some of our instruments are made. Want to say hi to everybody? I'm gonna see if I can pick her up. Let's see how she handles this. Whoa, is this sheep cheese? Look at that. We have white cheese as well. It's Mona time. Time for a big Mona to say hello to everybody.
It's me, Mona. I'm the kitty cat.
Masterwork. We'll take a moment here with Mona. We'll take a little pet, a little ear scratch, maybe. Perfection. Ah, you're so cute. Okay. She's like, let me down. You moron. Let go of me. Excellent. A masterwork wood and timber. Just what I wanted. Just what I needed. These are set to store wood. Good, good, good. These are all important. I feel like they should be on preferred. Because hear me out. All of these small racks are going to be on important. And I'd rather those be stockpiled properly. They're also all meant to be on like 60%. 30%. All right. 60% for the inn. But I'll allow 30% on the households. You guys are 60% because you're also nobles. Bandits are spreading. This sheep is still trying to get away, but he's taking a big nap. I guess we could sell an Alejandro down here. Bunch of kibble laid out. All right, so the kibble plan is working. Obviously, it's not a perfect system. And I think it's chewing through a lot of my food, but... I think the key to this kibble thing is I need to make sure it's not using dried meat. Because it should just be using fresh meat. Ability to be so rude and lovable at the same time. They really got that figured out, these cats. They know what's going on. Excellent. Oh, fantastic. I love seeing this. Reserved by Newton. He's coming in to finish the bed. So the carpenter's house is going to be up and running. We have a decent wood stockpile going. It's getting better. And then this is going to be this guy's house, which is a little bit annoying because right now he loves animal handling, but we're going to turn him into a crafter. Masterwork dining chair. 14. A Turk started with 1 construction and he's up to 14. What's happened here? Why are you in a social fight? He passes by and he says, I hope a warg feasts on your dead body. And then he gets the tar beaten out of him by this guy. Yep, that's all that happened. He made a slight to these visitors and he got absolutely pummeled. He got bitten in the heart. He's a mage? He's a goddamn barbarian. Can you believe that? We lost a barbarian and we got a barbarian. Not only that, but I already gave him the Warhammer. Bleeding out in 5 hours. Oh, if you wouldn't mind. I'd appreciate you not dying on me. Why is this medicine basket full of cheese? Oh, it's just because it's overflown. That's hilarious. Oh, there's so much cheese. We don't know what to do with it all. I guess that also means there's so little herbal medicine. Yeah, that's a problem. Extremely low amount of herbal meds. Did I get revenge on the beer deer thing? You better believe I did. Absolutely. I struck a trade caravan against it. A trade caravan of like wizards that showed up. I was like, yeah, they can do this. This is good for them. Alejandro, you're going to be here. This is not a gathering spot. This is a gathering spot. This needs a tribal linen curtain. Lander, if you actually don't mind refueling that. Oh, no, you're going to hide in a room because we haven't conquered anything. Oh, man. We're going to need to convert you, I think. Newton. What's going on? Oh, you're stargazing. You're not bleeding out anymore. So if you don't mind just getting up. Lewin kind of needs a room. He's asleep outside at the moment. A waste boar? Cool. Oh my god. I have a treat for us. A rarity. We've not seen this sweet angel in a while. A little Cindy cam today. It must be fall. It's the only way these cats will come out. Hang out in public. Didn't mean to make that a curtain. That was meant to just be a stall door. And of course everybody is in a barracks now because I destroyed all those walls. So we'll get that fixed up fast. Flu viral is about to flip. And you are apparently nowhere near it. But at least people are enjoying their horseshoes. We're still in a drought. We still don't have the ominous image. It's almost never been worked on. Laryl, I guess, just doesn't have time. An arcane trader is here along with the annual expo. The theme is culture and art that Dark Elves are hosting. So this dweeb, Alejandro. I'm going to put you on craft before handle. A 31-year-old digger named Udrean is calling from nearby. He admits he profaned a peace ritual between a confederation and a kingdom and are both chasing him. He begs for your safety. If you accept, both these kingdoms will raid you in 3 days. A high elf miner. Digger. Graylos and Unium. Graylos and Unium. Graylos hates us. They are a cannibal tribe. Unium. I don't even see. Unium Kingdom. They are a savage kingdom. Brutal ideology. And the Blood Layer. I don't really think I want a bunch of cannibals showing up at my house. Not in exchange for a high elf. How's Yan doing? You're okay. You're 2 years old. Well, you're getting there. Blander, your flu needs tending. Turg, if you don't mind, you're quite a good medic. Finish feeding Bones and come see to him. I was going to summon our laborer team to cut trees, but I think I'm going to wait till the beginning of spring. Because we're going to have a lot of planting to do. And I feel like if I have a labor team hired for that, they'll do it really fast. Along with maybe some other stuff. Washing Yan. Amazing. So these buckets are working out pretty well. Can you feed Yan as well? No, Dr. Sean is already on it. You got some milk. We've got a ton of awful cheese. I don't know what makes our cheese good. Great question. Is it because my workshop is awful? Mediocre, ugly, and dirty? I'm not sure. Also, now that we have cheese, this is honey and eggs. Mashed potato, pumpkin fritters. We don't know how to make pumpkins yet. Stews. Vegetable pots. Needs to be cooked into a stew pot. Boiled lentils and onions. Oh man, this is perfect for us though. Lentils, garlic, and onion. That's like the 3 things we actually know how to grow. Where did these arcane traders go? They left before they even arrived. Oh, that's them, I guess. Darn. All right. Very quickly, I just want to check. The Dune update has hit. But I think we'll stick to this today. I think we'll stick to a little bit of Rimworld. Hello. Hello, Nerd Rage. Come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our little colony. Thank you so much, dude. Were you on, you were on your Dark Urge playthrough today? Yes? I saw a little bit. I saw you kiss a goblin's foot, and I was like, my respect for you has fallen this much. Just a little bit. Bonsoir. Le Agent. Hello, welcome. We are, for those joining us, playing a little Rimworld. We're doing a medieval colony, a whole tile build, which means we're planning to make our colony literally fit up the entire tile right now. We're just struggling through the ends of winter. It's been steady, but it's been pretty good. We have a beautiful little medieval colony, a little palace, a noble's quarter. Temples and hospitals are in, which is kind of like the namesake of our village. It was our first building and where most of the activity is. We're working on filling that out. We just got a new recruit. We have some craft districts, a butcher, a brewer, a baker, a tailor. We have lots and lots of farm animals that keep us busy all of the time. And we've just started also expanding into the southern part of town where we have a carpenter set up. And we are working on a marketplace, a smithy, and a handful of other things. Welcome, welcome. You bit his toe off? Oh, man. Okay, well, that's a good Dark Urge play. I didn't know you could even do that. Every time I've talked to that goblin, I've been like, you have to kiss my toe. That's how this works. You let his toe enter your mouth? Listen, this only goblin. We do have a recruit. This guy went on a psychopathic rampage. He used to be part of our colony. And then he tried to murder my favorite researcher. Thankfully, it looks like he kept most of his stuff. He kept all of his stuff. How nice. He's not bad at crafting. He's really good at construction. And he's also pretty good with the animals. I'm going to put him on construction priority. Goodness gracious. Crafting second. And then handling. Hello, Fox. Come on in. How was your Rimworld? Welcome, welcome. Getting back-to-back raids today. Hello, hello. Welcome to the medieval colony. Let me give you some shouts. Fantastic Rimworld streamer. If any of you don't know, Mysterious Fox. Absolutely lovely gentleman. Been a long-term part of this. I was about to say colony, but community. Come on in. Come on in. We're just getting through the ends of winter. We're on the 12th out of the 15th. It's been a journey. I guess you guys are my best. This guy is a barbarian. So I'm actually going to put him high up the queue. And Bones, what do you do? You're a miner. Not that that's really a job, so you mostly haul things around. Fluvile is a constructor, Lewin is a hunter, Cassie is a hunter. Then these other guys do what they do. You need your badge, which is going to be research. Perfect. Okay. We're good. We're doing all right here. We almost have carrier birds ready, so that's for the scribe's office. If that's the case, we actually need to get the masons built, which is one of the next things. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just got hit with a lovely tribal raid of over 100 bungas. That's a lot of bungas. 100, goddamn. I've been playing with this mod, Mercenaries, and every raid I get is a mercenary raid. And they are a lot of people. I don't know how I feel about them yet. There's two mods I've been playing with this campaign. One has been Mercenaries, one has been Warrants. And I've decided that Warrants is a bad, unbalanced mod. But it's okay if you just like turn it off. The cool thing about it is like, if somebody gets kidnapped from your colony, you can create a warrant for somebody to get like captured. So they can like, you can pay people to go get your colonists back, which I think is just absolutely lovely. But otherwise, we've had some really wacky warrants that have just cost us way too much money. You've never had a colony this large? This is a pretty decent one. We've been like gaining and losing people. We've had 3 deaths, 2 in very recent raids. Ubli, sorry, Mother of Yan. And Toll Panzer, who is a barbarian, and it looks like I'm getting raided right now. We have a little hang up. No, a merchant. Wow, you got to be a big merchant. A war merchant. Demigriffs. What are you? Minotaurs? This is the Minotaurs. They normally have some pretty fun stuff. Hey, yay! And our scribe is ready. Oh my god. Okay, so with the scribe, we can actually hire... Oh, this is so good. With the scribe, we can hire mercenaries to defend our village. Also, when did we get these cool carts? I didn't realize this. Oh, we've had them for a while. They just take an insane amount of basic components. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. I see. They burned a lot. They mostly get depressed. What's your research mod? Looks really cool for these tech lock runs. Oh yeah, research reinvented. This mod here is really good. We have, I think this is Dub's Mint menu. Gives you this tech menu, which I really like. It's just a bit easier to see, and you can always, like, if you want the old one, you could just control click. And then Research Reinvented makes it so that, like, your guys, instead of just looking at, like, one thing, they will bring, like, components. This guy actually has a piece of silver in front of him, and they'll examine individual things that make up or are made by what they're trying to figure out how to make. So they might, like, I think he's on protective clothing right now. So if he has any good leather equipment, he can try to reverse engineer it. He can look at tools to make clothing. He can look at other clothing just to learn, like, how it's produced. He can look at materials to see, like, can we make better protective clothing out of this? If we have people nearby, we can do information exchanges. You can also, like, extract from prisoners. You can extract technology. It's really good. If you're doing, like, a tech progressing run, you mix this with... Oh, what's the name of it? Limited research options. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. There's a mod that allows you to, it kind of gives you like Stellaris based research. So when you open up the research menu, you only get like an option of 3 things to research. And you can pick like how many you want. But if you mix that with this, it's really, really cool. Because your tech just kind of like guides in random paths. And then when you throw on things like tech advancing, it all becomes like really interesting, really well blended together. Semi-random research, that's the name of it. You've only ever done 2 things in this game, blast off into space and lose terribly? Hey, if you've blasted off into space in Rimworld, you've done more than most people. Very few people beat Rimworld. Like 5 people stuffed in a hollow mountain that you dug out. That works. Sin was telling me about this one. I was tempted to mess about with a run for it rather than using semi-random. It's nice to stream, as it means I've got less control to streamline the tech and make every colony perfect. I highly, Fox, if you've never tried as well, check out the free will mod. It's one of my favorite mods of all time. It removes this menu. And instead, your people just do what they like doing. So people will like naturally... Excuse me? You just rode a horse into the palace and then parked it in the library and fell asleep? Unacceptable. We're gonna have to set up some riding zones. That won't work. Hate animals because they essentially run on free will. 100% of that colony would be shouting at Rimworld AI for 6 hours. It's very funny when you play like that. You have to build your colony with the free will mod in a very specific way. Not specific, just like a kind of like structured way, I guess. You got to be a little bit careful. We just got a scribe table. Iron ingots. Rough. And a bird. Caw. I could have sworn there was something else that went with this. Obviously, a candle would be a nice choice. I might just have to put a hearth in here. Is that all we get from that technology? Carrier birds? We also get the cart. which I'm gonna say is gonna go out here in the marketplace. But I can't afford it right now. I need iron, and this is the only source of iron we have, and we need a lot of it, so I hate to do it, but we're gonna have to deconstruct this building. I think that's it. That's all we can do. If we need iron, we got to get it from somewhere. War merchant. I should talk to you. I don't think I have anything to trade, but we might as well check. Used to be a mod that block worked, auto-generated based on passions. Free will. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite mods of all times because it's just so interesting to see how your colony develops. But it is really frustrating when you're like, I desperately need people to only plant cut right now. And they're like, well, we don't want to. Well, eat trash. Too bad. That's in bad shape. That's in bad shape. Everything else is in kind of good shape. An herbalist. Ooh. Cumbersome to carry, the heavy crossbow is capable of inflicting heavy damage and piercing armored foes. Most effective in a group. We also have a war bow. As the bow indeed experiences stress, the long body allows the hemp strand to fly further and penetrate surfaces. The war bow, a deadly weapon for combat. Currently we have elven bows equipped on all of our people. 100% short accuracy. 1.45 and 21 damage. With how much armor pen? 25%. I literally want to see what Cassie has equipped right now. TBH, I don't know that we have vulture demigriffs. Oh, I wish. And a cave bear? Yeah, we don't have the money for this. $18. 65, 87. Range cooldown 1.8. That warbow probably would be really good for her. Yeah, screw it. All right. Go buy it. Just take a look at these stats again. 0.18. Range 35. $0.18. No, you know what? That's because she has it equipped. This must probably change. Base value, final value. Yeah, I think that changes. 35. I don't know. Actually, this is definitely a more accurate bow. What's the herbalist like? Definitely not as good. 3 and 1.3. Faster aim time. I think I'm going to try that. It looks like a good bow, so. I'm playing Path of Exile, right? Dude sent me a confusing message. I say, huh? And it turns out it was a WC? A Warcraft? A whispered chat? Not gonna come to your house and delete your character? A scam? Wrong chat. Oh, I see. People can message you in Pillars of Eternity. Too many. There's too many acronyms. All right, we're gonna buy this. We're gonna buy this boat, and it's going to be. I love this. This is one of my favorite mods. When you buy stuff from traders, instead of just chucking it in the dirt, they come and they put it away. Cassie, go get your bow, girl. And I guess drop your other bow. 0.2. Yeah. Yes. So Newton is rocking an elven longbow. So let's have Lewin equip this bow. He's just got a short bow right now. And this way I have like 4 archers. I have 4 archers. I have like one good main front line, a decent back line. I actually have 3 people with sharp weapons, 3 people with blunt weapons, and then 4 archers and 2 non-combats. Ambrose are awfully disappointed by their stay. Well, dudes, I have like 3 beds and you showed up with 8 people. What did you think was going to happen? I was just going to make beds out of thin air. She didn't work like that, Captain. You are refilling braziers. 30 days. I guess that's 2 months for 30 wood. That's not bad. It's like 1 tree is going to fuel 2 trees, 4 trees a year. The throne room uses. That's not too bad. Or 8 trees a year, something like that. Anyway, I love that we actually have people who just go around refueling hearths now because we have that many people. We have a ton of wood down here. It all needs to be hauled, and it all needs to be hauled into here. We have a ton of timber. My God, dudes, we gotta build. We're finally back at building phases. Caravan from the Syrah Alliance is approaching. They're a war merchant. Everybody's shown up war merchant wise. Cassie needs healing? Flu. Vomiting all over the place. That is not a lot of iron. I am concerned about Cassie being this sick. 6874 is not really a good trade. This needs to belong to Flu Viral. All right, she's in bed. Turg, I'm actually going to have you come here. And you're going to use your paladin magic powers. Your very expensive paladin magic powers to just ensure that she gets better. Now, I need to do some planning. We got to do a little bit of planning here. Be super comfortable with that mod if you run certain trades. I've paid traders and they've straight up robbed all the stuff you've purchased. If they get distracted on the way to deliver, it just stays in their inventory. So trades that cause people to forget orders, or if they get called to communal trade or mealtime, it's rare that it happens, but it can cost you thousands. Good to know. That's a spicy little detail. Super was not aware of that. All right, so I want a quarry back here, or a mine, I think it's called. And this is going to be the mason's home. Let's actually go like this. That seems pretty big, but a mason tends to use like quite a lot of room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shop. Go like that. Stone cutters. This can all just be blocks. He can store the bricks back here in chunks. I think I'm okay with that. That kind of works for me. And then this ends up becoming his bedroom. So we'll make a few little adjustments. Of course. Can't go about having these filthy non-round corners. Gotta make it look a little bit nice. Yeah, I'm fine with that. As much as I would love to make his house out of brick because he is the mason, I will not do that. Because I am also the cheap. And I have a lot of things. We got a lot of things, frankly, we got to be making out of brick right now. So boom, we'll go boom, we'll go boom. We'll go tribal curtain for the middle. All those curtains are up. That needs a curtain. That needs a curtain. That doesn't need a curtain because that's meant to be cold. That's a curtain. That should be a curtain. This could actually stay open. It doesn't have to, but it could. Storeroom, awful. Bedroom, slightly impressive. Well, we'll allow it. This is also going to need... Okay, so this is the mason's shop. We're going to need some flooring. And it's going to have to be nice. Biggest offender is vanilla trace expanded with absent-minded. You don't run into that, you're usually fine. I mean, I do have that on. I will be honest. I do have that active. We'll go wood floors. Warped. No. Let's go... Let's go diagonal wood boards. And then I suppose we're going to have to make a healthy stockpile zone here of stone chunks. Oop. On preferred. Probably turn off that planning at this point. Another war merchant? You gotta be... This is out of control, dudes. What the... These guys have hydras for sale? Oh, they're orcs. Jesus Christ, what are these things? The Lernian Hydra is a serpentine water monster in Greek and Roman mythology. Lake of Lerna in the Argolids, hence the name. The Hydra possesses virulently poisonous breath and blood, impressive regeneration capabilities. Slaying the Hydra was the objective of the second labor of Heracles. Hydras can regenerate wounds quite fast, dangerous in close combat, but the real danger comes from poisonous acidic breath. There's 4 of them in here. And these guys also have a Hydra that I think they're riding into combat. We don't have the money for that, as nice as it would be. They're all females. Neutralopes and wargs as well. We'll just sell off what we can. Buy one. You raid someone when he was gone? I think so. I think you might have ended up here on a raid. Think that might have happened. We can get rid of that stockpile zone. We can move these bricks. We got to set up those horse stables. We can move this stone cutting bench. I guess we'll put it there because there's all these trees in the way right now. Scribe table is powered. Yes. 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 Hire workers. Send message to the mercenaries. I'd like to know how this works. Hire mercenaries and rent mercenaries. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. We can actually have our colonists be mercenaries. That's amazing. Oh my God. I love that. 500 per mercenary for immediate delivery. Standard delivery is free delivery between 24 and 46 hours. This map. No gear, tribal wear, basic, standard, or advanced. Parka, pants, and a helmet. Wow, these are really bad. Plate, armor, and a helmet. 2,700. Oof. Hot damn. For plate armor. Wow, this is very unbalanced in cost. Melee soldiers, ranged soldiers, artists, builders, cookers, farmers, doctors, miners, oh, wow, okay. Damn, dudes. So I could have actually hired like a scientist with like no armor really early on. I didn't realize you could hire people who weren't just military combats. That's cool. Let's hire workers. From the Empire, you can hire workers from any period of time. You can only have one contract active at a time. You cannot mix and match the factions in which you'll hire. Imperial laborers, nobles, and crusaders. Values 30, 100, 150. If hired workers die on duty, you will incur an additional 5% increase to contract price per dead pirate. So if I was to hire a laborer for a day... Okay, so this is way more balanced. But I guess you're not allowed to pick exactly who you want to hire. A noble and a crusader. That's sick. That's such a cool addition. I love that. Meow, 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 meow. I'm going to become the merc. Not going to say Hail Hydra, but maybe Hail Hydra. How much is it for the workers? It was 30 a day for Imperial laborers, which is like pretty reasonable. We have had at the most, I think, 4,000 gold. Speaking of, I have a couple of loot boxes in here that we haven't opened. A small common chest and a treasure chest. Exalted medicine, 100 silver, and an arcanium. 50 silver and more exalted medicine. Yo, that's good chests. Good chests. Good chests, everybody. Good chests. Ay-ay-yo. Oh. Ooh. Doggies. Breeding pair of doggies. Breeding pair of doggies means we can make a haul force for picking up things like the wood out in the forests. They could also be an attack force for our hunters in the Kingswood. Melee combatants with all the optional... Oh, that would be insane. It would be like 20 grand probably if you maxed it out. If you wanted everything, be crazy. And I don't know, it might just be like you're able to hire a elite scientist, a elite cook, you know? Use the pirate hiring mechanic on a colony that had camaraderie. Bonus opinion for fellow colonists. So when a pirate soldier inevitably got slaughtered, everyone had crippling depression. Stacks of best friend died ×5. Oh my god. Brutal. Brutal. Busy doing stuff. That's all right. That's part of it. This is almost all of my money. We're going to have to do some zone work right now. Wow, so much has happened in the last little bit because every single trader has hit us at the same time. Your house has to be set to clean. As does the mason's shop. That should be fine. It does mean we need to clear out a couple things from no animals as well, because I don't want these dogs coming inside and filthing up the place. Is that it? Actually, we're pretty good on that front. So doggies. Just want you on no animals. And we do need to set up the one last thing, which is expand forbid riding area, which has to be like pretty much everywhere that's inside. Which is a little bit annoying. Certainly not the end of the world. This will just stop people from riding horses, like into people's homes. No horses in the hospital, you know what I mean? Ooh, wow. All right, there's a lot of this. Thankfully, I built some of these homes in loose squares. I think you can ride into there. That's fine. Prefer you not riding into these places, though. And doors, we should make sure, because otherwise they have a bad habit of, like, opening the door and just, like, poking their head in. Perfect. Perfect. Did we talk to these guys? I actually can't even remember. Yeah, we bought the dogs off them. This pit of hydras. Okay, things are back to normal. We got hides being tan. We have flax being woven. We're almost out of linen. We sold a lot of linen this year, though. Critical alert at death's door, Blander. No, you're fine. Yan is sleepy, but otherwise doing fine. Hopefully these guys don't mess up my trees. I feel like maybe because they're trees, it's okay. They'll just stomp the area around the orchard. Those guys are set up on the smithy. I wouldn't mind getting this built. Mrs. Honkers is starving. She's moderate malnutrition. And an ewe has miscarried. I don't know where you would get roped to, little lady. I feel like we have enough kibble being made on a regular basis right now that I shouldn't have to worry too much about people coming in like that. Money is just a construct. I mean, here's the nice thing is if I spend a bunch of my money, whoops, it does cause us to plummet. The time Blander has spent fighting the deadly illness was enough time to develop a self-reflection. He's developed thick-skinned, tends to bleed. No, thin-skinned, bleeds much more profusely than others. A slob. Insomniac. Never really asleep or awake. Will only sleep once every 3 days. Or sickly. Global work speed 50%. Movement speed 70%. But he only sleeps every 3 days. I'm gonna make him a slob. He is the butcher. And his wife died. And he's like raising this kid on his own. So it kind of makes sense. You know, factually, it kind of makes sense. Slob is the best out of those. A little bit of extra dirt and the rest cripple him. Yeah, it's not too bad. We actually have the butcher shop set to never be cleaned. It's one of the areas we don't have in the clean zone because I actually love the idea of the butcher shop being covered in blood all the time. Yet somehow it seems to get cleaned. A shaman merchant. What is happening? Merchants all day, every day. Hydras in the pen. Probably not a good thing. This is a dark elf shaman. Hitting on each other on the way in. I wish I was a mirror. Help wanted. Dark elves need help with a harvest in the middle of winter. I'm checking this trader, though. I don't believe there is anything I could really possibly have to trade with them. Constructions are cruising along. Where are these guys going to go? Are they also going to stomp down my apple orchard? They are. Oh, duck, duck, goose. Oh. Oh, we could have breeding goose. Goose is our venerated animal. I have so little money here. Can I even sell you anything? I can sell you ever so little. I could sell you this Oswin Queen, which we don't actually need anymore. I'm thinking about buying these ducks so we can get eggs. Duck eggs. Couple of skulls. Ducks. Do I want to buy ducks? The funny thing is I could also just like, I'm like, I've got no money. And I'm also like, I have a couple $1,000, tens of thousands of dollars worth of farm animals that are just like pooping out more farm animals every couple of seconds. If I buy ducks, we have to expand the pens. New turlopes. Ooh. Not that we know how to make fancy medicine. I guess I could build this wall out this way. Maybe. As long as there is space to spawn. Wait, I don't think I've ever been attacked on this side regardless, but I could flex it out on a deeper angle. I might actually have to do that. Ooh, yeah, I think so. Common sense will have them cleaning the area around the workstation before they start. They're trying to be too efficient. Oh, that is exactly what's happening. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close. I'll take it. I don't know. We're going to really need walkways around this entire setup. Given that shooting a bow at people who are right there doesn't make a ton of sense. But I guess it could be good to have. I mean, that's a lot more pen space. That's basically double our pen space. I think I'm going to have to do it with palisades, though. We'll see how it goes. Look at this, man. Look at this. They haven't even finished the Mason shop, and Chocolate's like, don't worry about it. I'm on it, my dude. We're building. We're building. Phelan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. All right, my goal today has been to build 5 buildings. We're in the process of building 1. We got a lot of work to do. We did get a lot of timber cut, though. Oak goods trader. Now, we might actually have stuff to buy from them. Mrs. Hawkers is the only one here who's hungry, and she has severe nutrition. And it looks like the planting season has started. They're planting grass. Don't follow easily, and I almost never follow people who I get rated into, so take it for what it's worth. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. I'll try to make it worth your while. We've got a lot of Rimworlds coming up. This challenge is probably going to take us a little while. We have a little Dune Spice Wars coming up tomorrow as a special thing because they're 1.0 release. This donkey has managed to make it all the way back out of town without being hunted, so I'm going to let him live. He was in here for a while, so I thought we'd eat him, but he may live for now. These can be moved. Not there. You can move there, there, and there. Sort of little like barracks area and stables. I'd love to get this set up soon-ish, but we're gonna baby step this. We're gonna do this one little step at a time here. Those can get hauled directly into range. They're actually just being worked on immediately. This is for marble. This is only for granite. Spicy Wars with the first agent. It's going to be a spicy time. How is our marble? 586. You know, I do want to build the smithy, but A, the smithy I think needs to be built out of stone. It seems safest. B, I don't have smithing yet as a technology. So, even though it's not a house, which is kind of what I wanted in here originally, but we are going to build, this is the sauna. The bathhouse, I should say, is what this is. Because it's a lot more than just a sauna. For floors, we'll go with neat wood. I like neat wood. It's going to take a while. I think our goose just got wounded. We're going to build a door here. And a door here. And I think I'm going to do internal curtains for most of this. This is going to be a stall, a stall, a stall, a stall. Actually, I'll just do stalls for the whole thing. And then this crazy big thing, this giant vent, is going to be a, I can't believe this, a marble hot spring. My trader is here, so we might as well come down here and talk to him. Cassie's butchering a pig. She can get that done and then come down and say hi. Ah, yeah, so this did happen. They didn't stomp around my trees. These guys actually killed my orchard. I have to reinstall trader spots. Because this is like multiple years of apple trees growing. Oh, my soul is leaving my body. Mrs. Honkers has been fed. That's good. We'll be good there. Cassie cannot talk, but that's fine. So, yaks, woolly bulls, ale. Ooh. How do we make ale? It looks like a barrel. These guys are mostly just food, which I don't really need to buy. Nor do I really need to sell them anything. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave them. They don't really have any like bulk goods to sell, so. Traders would enjoy a nice room made out of wood with a straw floor and lots of candles laying around. That would not go well. This is my favorite weather, blood moon. Look how cool the shadows look on this fort. It's amazing. So deep. This is when I feel like the town looks the most like a village. The walls are so prominent. You know, part of me wonders. No, it's only on top of that. Could I grow things directly around this steam geyser? If I set a little farming zone in there, I bet I could. And have them grow all year round. They might not grow very well, but I bet they would grow ever so little bit. Another merchant. This is insane. We had no merchants all year. For an entire year, we had, I think, a single merchant show up. And now it's just like a constant stream of merchants showing up. I wish they'd spread out a little more so I'd have things to sell and buy. Good gravy. All right, all this is timber, so we just actually have to wait for our construction people to have time to construct. Cassie, you're relaxing sociably. When you're done, you can trade with them. Please don't go on my apple orchard. It's not a place I want you hanging out. I want the traders to hang out here in the market. That's the ideal location. I have my outpost delivery spot here, but I don't have a trader spot. I can't believe that in the middle of a grow zone. Yak. True dragon leather. Pandora's box. A fertilized blue dragon egg. Ooh. And a persona log. This is actually not meant to exist. I have a mod that takes these out. That makes it so logs and beer bottles can't be persona weapons. 3,281. No, I don't think I can. As much as I want to. It's like 1,000 in Mithril. I have a social book, but we have a library and I kind of want to stock it. If you get the egg, that one will be difficult to maintain. God, can you imagine if we didn't have to pay out that stupid warrant for flu viral attacking a prisoner? I would have had enough money for that. Oh, I suppose I need an egg box. This is absurd right now. Another bulk goods trader. Where is Dragon Nest? 40 straw. Increases growth by 10%. I would for sure dig out a cave right here. And that's where the dragon would live. I don't think we can reasonably do this. I'd really, really like to. A blue dragon would be super cool. A Pegasus mare? Oh, dope. That would also be really cool. Burn down a bunch of these traders and just steal the eggs. Yeah, I don't think that would work well for me. I need good relations so that we don't get attacked by people constantly. Cassie, you have a lot of sleep to do. You don't have a lot of sleep to do, so I'm gonna have you wake up first. Also, let's be real here. I've been waiting on stuff that I can make my inn finished. I'd really like to finish the inn. It's going to cost me a ton of timber. I do not care. Care not. Care or care not. Log bench. I was hoping we'd have some like cheap benches we can make. Rustic benches. But it looks like rustic dining chairs is what I'm going to have to go with. This is going to be so expensive. This is so expensive. We also need to put in... What's it under? Temperature? How much are these? 150. Let's start with that. The inn has been empty for a very long time, and I've not really been happy with it. Is this too many tables? 8, 16, 24. Plus everything around the counter. Like, could I get away with half this many tables? It's a huge inn. I wanted to have a lot of seats. Why not? Newton, hello. Welcome on in. Yeesh. Say goodbye to all this timber. 1,300. Those are basically 50. 24. It's basically all of that timber just in chairs. What do you have? Rams, ewes, demigriffs, ducks. Nothing really of value. I could sell you some lentils. I could sell you flour. That's not really worth doing. But I have realized that our stacks of wheat are very, very well stacked right now. Because we have so much cheese. Oh my god, we need to start selling the cheese. The dog's just out here mowing down on cheese. Full of bread, full of cheese, a little bit of meat. How we doing? We're doing well, my dude. We're doing well. Things are cruising. Big investment for the big haul. I mean, the inn is the centerpiece, right? It's hard not to give it the love it ever so rightfully demands. Crazy amount of raw meat here. Bones for days. What did this have before? Exalted medicine? And dye. Rock salt. Oh, we sold that. I tell you what. We're gonna put bones in here. Try to get them up off the floor. What are you? Slate, slate, and bronze. Slate can be stored in here. In the mismatch pile. This is almost done. One more caravan gone. We should be building doormats in people's houses. This also needs mosaic parquets on the outer floors. Our bougie hospital. Which I'm also going to set up to get built right now. I know this is a bit much. I guess I'll do this room first. So, for this room, we got rustic furniture. We got... I think I'm going to do a double for bed. It's such a big room. Fact. I might have to. Ooh, metal strong boxes. That's nice. I might actually do the second floor for this house. It might be the nicest looking way to do it. Do, 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 do. A little 1x1 rustic table. And then, yeah, I think maybe corner fence. It's tight, but it looks nice. Tight, but nice. Whoa. Game didn't like me selecting that. Little wood storage. This guy needs like a wall torch or something. Oh man, we can make wall lamps too. I'm willing to just do that. And a pair of black-footed ferrets have entered the map. Yeah, all right. I think we got to wait on the hospital. Mostly because we have no beeswax, so it's never going to get built anytime soon. We're working on protective clothing, and then intermediate agriculture, and then the grill. What about I would like writing. I'm gonna queue that. It's not an immediate thing, but the sauna will go in this room right here. That's the stage for the inn. It's funny because all the vanilla factions expanded classical stuff requires like so much research. This crafting bench is, I believe, required for us to be able to make smithing as well. The good thing is though is all of this stuff should also go really fast because it should be Neolithic. Advanced scribe table, peasant's bow. The smoker would be a much more efficient way to be doing our meat instead of just drying it. Silkworms. Oh, wow. I gotta look at the full tree for a second here. Protective armor will unlock chain armor, but chain armor we also need smithing. Smithing we need a crafting bench, which I'm pretty sure the classical one will allow us to have. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. We need advanced cooking for soup cooking, which is for sure backwards, but is what it is. Where is the quarry? That's what I'm looking for here. Or the mine. Mining. Engineering, smithing, gross. Okay. So I'm actually going to need that crafting bench. And I'm just hoping that that crafting bench actually works for what I'm looking for. Should be fast if you have someone taking those notes. Yeah, we do have, like, Dr. Sean is a dedicated researcher. Someone who's coming to be a representative of the Eastern Republic contact us with a tall tale of a mystical shaman who has mastered the healing hand. My dudes, we have a paladin. We don't even need that. Speaking of, you have a point. Regrow limbs. It's the kind of paladin I'm talking about, baby. Get rid of that storage zone. Did we ever make Dr. Sean a research specialist? We didn't. That's hilarious. I meant to do that so long ago, and we never did. This temple is kind of disgusting. We don't go in here very often. Dr. Sean talking about their new role in the community. I don't know why Blairy is up at the lectern. You don't even believe, you don't even believe in this religion. Maybe that's why you're confused. You don't understand this is meant to be a conversation between Dr. Sean and Turg. Improving the colony. Here goes the whole day. Idea funk. Research command must be a believer. Research speed 70%, hacking speed 70%. Does this require... Just notice nobody has like required clothing for their jobs, which is a bit strange, but it's okay. All right, we have more trees to cut all over the place. Let's not set those trees. They're really hard to reach. Which actually reminds me, we need to make sure that this is cleared. We cut trees within the home zone. So if that stuff is home zoned, like this is, they will go outside the walls as an attempt to do this, which means it will never be done. That stuff I don't mind so much, but get rid of that, that, and that. Okay. That's good. That's smooth. We got 2 major buildings going up. 2 out of 5. We still have wood. So we should be okay on that front. Blander's in a bad mood. He is slowly getting over his wife, but he doesn't like that we haven't conquered anything. He really believes in the Brutal Legion. Deities, Samuel Streamer. Hilarious. Fantastic YouTuber. If you don't watch Samuel Streamer, he is the GOAT of Rimworld. I am actually using his RPG conversion mod pack, which renames all the Psycast expanded stuff. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. He's a 10 out of 10. He is. He is a god. Oh, welcome to spring. You're right. I didn't even see it. Laryl has hit level 15 artistic. And can specialize. Ooh. Do we want her to create art quickly and efficiently or with increased quality? I'm going to go quantity. She has been working. This is down 100 points from where it was before. It's just not very often. In her defense, she's got an awful lot of friggin' jobs. And that art bench is not particularly well located. Seeing that she exists between basically the inn and the palace, having to come all the way over here to do this is rather inconvenient. I'm going to give you a great gift. Just that I'm going to move the art bench into the palace temporarily. This has heavily slowed down the construction of everything else. But I think it's okay. I think it's all right. Only Turg works here. Because it's got to be the best quality builder. So like Newton should be hauling marble blocks to a hearth. Great. And who else works? Blairal. Well, it's early. She's just having a good time. Can't give her a hard time for having a good time. You know what's really funny? What's really funny? Please tell. Still need to walk for miles for getting the resources? I mean, the thing is with this is like hundreds of resources. So once she moves it and starts it, it just sits there and she just works away on it for a long time. 2 days, 40 days. I can't wait for this kid to like become a small teenager or a child or something. So that they can actually just start working on the things around. Tell you what else I wish is that they would drag less stuff around and just spend their time building. Let the haulers drag. You're making timber, which is exactly your job, Dark Elf. Purple Dark Elf with your weird face mask. Travelers need resources. A poor group of travelers are approaching looking for help. They're begging for 58 beer. They want beer to drown their sorrows after losing their home in a terrible attack. They came to the right place. Let me tell you. They will not want for beer here. Who can deliver this beer? Bones. You don't have a real job. Party Frenzy, Chocolate Mousse, in a good mood. Wants to party hardy. Appreciate that. My cows. Trivial malnutrition causing them to miscarry. That's fine. It's not like I have a shortage of meat at the moment. The tables are coming in. I like that we just have horses just like tied to the dirt. It's very comical. Damn, these two are fast. 13 and 8.9. Bones is grabbing the beer at the last of the beer. I'm happy to give a beer away. We have a lot of it. I also have a lot of wood lying around. Hopefully our doggies are being trained. 0 out of 7. 0 out of 7. 0 out of 3. 0 out of 3. Who is training our dogs? Lewin, that's your job. Instead, you are eating a succulent Chinese meal. Is this under basic? I have to know. What's under basic? Flick switches, open gates, close garages, release prisoners, use door remotes, open containers. Dryad types extract skulls. If you're on handle 5, hall 6. Something I don't love that these horses are just being like left around. This is going nice. We have 420 of the 500 marble blocks required, and we have another 75 over here. This should be done in no time. We are also going to add in here. Kid is low on food, by the way. Not good for the growth. They feed him when he's hungry. He mostly figures it out. Toilets and tubs. Actually, I think I'm going to do it like this. I think they could share a tub. These are going to be 2 marble bathtubs in here and here. But I want to make sure that the marble goes into the hot spring first, because that's going to take a hell of an amount of time to get done. It needs 5 more blocks. It's also occurred to me that there is no lighting in this place right now. And I don't really have any candles. We'll do that. It'll have to do, pig. All right, that's done. So, hygiene, marble bathtub, boom and boom. And then once we unlock saunas, I'm going to make this a sauna. This is going to be an amazing house because this is going to cause all of our people to heal and be in a good mood super frequently. So we shouldn't really have any major problems. They need a harvester. Unfortunately, I really can't spear any of my farm workers. It's a bit of a valuable trait. A lot of trees set to be cut. A lot of trees set to be cut. Chocolate's down here chopping wood. Not really his job. But I guess if he has no tailoring to do, then why not? Doc Sean, you're taking care of the prisoners. How's this guy doing? 36%. Boy, does he ever believe in his religion. So much so, I actually think we should probably have a conversion ceremony. Let's do it right now. It's 2200. They should be able to get this done and get to bed reasonably hours. What's really funny? A wildly successful comedian. Oh, yo. That's pretty good. I'll allow it. This is big. This is big. Getting back into FTD. Nice. I think Ambiguous Amphibian was playing FTL the other day. Wait, what's FTD? I thought you meant FTL. If only I'd have thrumbos. I don't want thrumbos, man. They eat so much. Fear. The meaning of life is to follow us, young Bran. Cast off your mercenary ways and join our weird purple cult in the hills. The future of mankind is here. Don't you understand? I'm really hoping this works. Whenever we're done this conversion ritual, I'd like you to go. All right. I guess we got to wait for the conversion ritual to be done. I can't click on anybody. A music vendor allows us to buy music sheets, which allows us to give Blairal special skills. Special bird skills. Masterful conversion ritual. +2 points. Everyone participating gets +6 mood. And this dweeb believes in our religion now. Oh, how many people did I just select? Whoops. No, don't do that. I want you to trade. Please, sir. God damn it. A piano. These guys have a chance of selling music books. Sheets of music. And that's what I really need. And they just don't have it. FTD, I know FTL and TTD. Worst experience in Rimworld. I just felt so bad for my colonists. I have a daughter of a major faction leader visit. The daughter fell in love with him where they were really going at it, and she left because the quest was over. I mean, you can always get them back. This is one of my favorite things about the inn mod, is you'll actually have regular people come back and revisit your inn time and time again. And you'll get used to seeing them on a more frequent basis. So you kind of get to like know some people. And as you increase your relationship with certain factions, you can then eventually be like, I want that person to join me. I want you to clear this, but you clearly need to go to bed, and it's 4 in the morning, so you're not going to have a lot of sleep. That's a lot of starving animals. Open the gate. Stop having the gates be closed. Oh, everyone is so tired because I had them stay up all night. Oh, yeah, sorry, dudes. We gotta crack this bad boy open. Here you go. Good luck. I don't know how I haven't done this. There's no path here. seems like a dramatic oversight. This feels like it should be a farm path, but I'm going to leave it. That can be a path. Actually, I guess this could be a regular path. We're gonna need some kind of pathing here. What am I doing with this? Let's map this out. Clearly, this is a dirt path. I think what I'll do is this. And then perhaps that. So there's room for another house or two here. This needs to be a path eventually. It's a little bit funny right now because there's so much like packed dirt there, but that will make sense. I suppose we can turn off the planning on you. I think I could probably fit like maybe 2 small houses in here and then like a bigger house here. If we could do this today, I'd be really surprised, but we could give it a try. We have a lot of animals trying to leave because all of my animals left the pen. I hope everybody wakes up soon and fixes that problem. The pen is not enclosed, so actually they won't do it until that's solved. Everybody's up for work. Let's close the pen to start. And then I want to say these new people should be doing it. I guess Lewin should be doing it. He's taking care of the baby. All right, well, you get a pass. And then you're taking a poop. And then you're probably going to be like, I need to eat. Hey, there's no door here. He's eating some honey. He had some honey on hand. I'm quite upset about that because honey is made for mead. People shouldn't be eating honey, but I guess I don't have them set to do anything different. All right, he's going to start roping people, and we're going to get a massive leg spike when he does it because roping always causes, once he starts carrying like 5 animals at a time, there ends up being a lot of slowdown. Yeah, we're not too bad. The sauna, the hot spring is being built. This bedroom is being built. Turg is almost done with the inn, which is admittedly really disgusting right now. Perhaps Bones, when you're done with that, you can do a little clean, clean, clean. Yeah, Lewin's doing a good job. He's roping everybody up. A couple people are going to get out. Not saving that sheep, that's for sure. It feels like he's getting the bulk of them, though. Honestly, we're at such a point where, like, I don't have to really worry about all of our stuff being... If we lose a few animals to, like, hunters, to wild animals, or any of that sort of stuff, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, and Elthando, you're also doing it. Everyone's got their leather hoods on, which I'd love to see, except for the people who have actual helmets. Hopefully protective clothing will come up soon. We might even have prototypes in here. We do. Ooh. So we can start seeing what we're going to be able to make really soon. Padded armor, leather helmets, boots, gloves, light lamellire, town gloves, hunting gloves, blacksmith's gloves, work speed factor 20%, archery accuracy, global work speed. It's Vikings. That's medieval overhaul. That's medieval overhaul. So what's the difference between these two? Torso, neck, shoulder, shoulder. Torso, neck, shoulder, shoulder. Padded linen tunic reinforced with mail plates and overlapping tan leather. Lightweight bodily protection at a low cost. Covers more of the body and is therefore more protective, but it's more cumbersome. Can I see, like, the details? 39, 12, 78 for lamellire. 39, 12, 78. Okay, so they are functionally identical. Padded chaussees. Outer leg protection with padded fabric. Outer leg protection. That's really nice. Generic gloves. Work speed and archer accuracy. Hunting gloves. Work speed, archer accuracy. Okay. Boats. Bit of move speed. All right, so it's not like a crazy amount we're going to get from this tech. Bracers, leather van braces. I didn't see those. They might be at the blacksmith. Or at the workbench. Who knows? Blanders of Sept. We got a sheep. A pig. Ooh, Mrs. Honker's almost escaped. Thank God we got her in time. That would have been a sad day. I would not have liked that one bit. Honey, honey, don't eat the honey. I hope not. That honey is good. It's valuable. Okay. I wonder if I should put some of those block storages in the mason shop. The mason shop looks a little empty right now. TBH. That feels a bit better. Folks are hard at work trying to get that hot spring up and running. We're running a little bit low on wood again. But mostly just because we haven't hauled anything. I guess everybody's been busy hauling animals back into the pens. The planters have started. I see hops down, garlic plants, mushrooms, a handful of stuff. Another anima pod. You gotta be kidding me. That's 4 anima pods. I don't even think I have room to plant that one. But I'll take it. Cassie, I'm going to get you to just clear that bathtub before you go to bed. If you don't mind. There we go. No problem. This guy's on recruit. It's crazy, man. It takes forever for us to convert people, but recruiting is like, goes pretty quick now. Turg is finishing up the last chair in the tavern for now. This was a lot of wood. Visitors. A group from the Moose clan is visiting. Sister of Cassie, niece of Blairow, cousin once removed of Elthandro. Wow, I didn't realize Cassie was related to so many people. Start another tree garden around the bathhouse, a tranquility garden? I mean, actually, I might. Kind of depends on where that ends up. Normal, low. Oh, yeah. We haven't even put the bones away. What goes in here? Medicine. No, it doesn't. Nothing goes in here. What about furniture? Like, could I put bedrolls in a cabinet? I can't. What about fertilized dragon eggs? It's a bit more specific, but I could put in dire busk tusks and walrus tusks in here, though. Let's just put on all these tusks. Tusk them away. Masterwork wooden table, wooden end table in this new bedroom. This is the mason's home. The mason is not a real person yet. I think you're the mason. You're good at crafting and herbalore. Bones is a miner, but he's terrible at crafting. Xander Blander, his shield has worn away to nothing. I've not enough marble for my tubs. Nor is there really enough marble around. There's some stuff up here. I guess this is the closest marble. Oh, one of the tubs is enough. Yeah, if we get that little bit of marble there, that should be fine. It would be really nice if someone would actually just build this torch, because I think it would speed up his construction speed. All right, we are through winter. We have a bit of dried meat. There's a bunch of extra flour here. No bread? How's it 150? Is all the bread out here? I'm a little bit confused where all the bread is. If there's no bread on this shelf, is there 100? How much bread is in this cabinet? A lot. Okay, is the answer. These little market stalls are really nice because they actually keep things refrigerated. So I don't mind things being here. Normal, important. I'm gonna put that back to 100. I'm gonna put all these back to 100. I feel like they're not getting refilled properly. Other little pigs coming up. We got beer coming out, which is great. We have lots of booze. I don't think we need to expand this at all. You're on normal. You're on normal. You're on critical. I'm gonna put you on preferred. So we should stock that shelf, then this shelf. I think I'm actually going to take you off storage. Put you on preferred, you on normal. You're also on preferred. Critical. Put you on critical. I'm going to put you on normal. No, you on preferred, you on preferred. So overflow for beer should go here. Overflow for mead should go here. Overflow for wine should go here. Preferred, preferred, preferred. And then this should store all of it. Beer, cider, mead of both kinds, why not? And I mean, we don't have wine yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. Never seen people ride horses around. Yeah, Giddy Up 2 is the name of that mod. What's going on here? Where are you bringing all these guys? Because that's held open. Sorry, Lewin. That causes a glitch where they keep thinking they have to bring people into their own things. Oh, this is hilarious. In the stable back here, people are actually sleeping. This is perfect. This is what I wanted. When the inn was full, there's not enough room in the inn, so people are like, all right, man, we're going to sleep in the stables. What did the grape say when it was run over? Nothing. It just let out a little wine. Well, I never. Preposterous. Major break risk on Blands. Yeah, buddy. Get over it. Your wife's dead. We're all sad about it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, one of these shelves has to stop storing cheese. Because it's too much. Grilled cheese, cheese soup, sure. Bones is getting in a fight. I think I'm going to make this one cheese and bread. Bread soup. That'd be nice. I'd be okay with that. Little bread soup. If I move you here, would it look a little nicer? Not sure if the spacing of this is correct right now. This is designed for a stage to go right here. All right, I'm gonna stop thinking about that. How is the artwork going? Bad. Not at all, in fact. You're hauling wheat, which is confusing to me because you should just be hauling this unfinished bone grand sculpture. You shouldn't be hauling anything at all, in fact. Blairl. You have a lot of jobs, Blairl. I like that Turg is just like, oh, I don't haul and I don't clean. She is a warden, a constructor, an artist, a manager. I'm going to set up a zone. We're going to call this Nobles. And Nobles is going to allow for all of this and all of this, as well as this, because there's meant to be like a little outhouse down here that I've not gotten around to building. Little tidy. You know me. Y'all know me. I really want you out here in that apple field. And I want to say that's it. I guess I could allow them access to the market as well. Why not? You can have access to this road, that road, this road. Oh, and the bathhouse. All right, so you need a little bit more. Now, I'm going to force Blairal and Dr. Sean into the nobles. Where does Blairal sleep? Is she over here? Yeah. So Larry is a farmer and a doctor. I'm going to give this room to Blairal. I'm going to give this room to Blairy. Originally, I liked the idea of Blairal being down there because she was the innkeeper, but quite frankly, right now, I need her more in this area. Might think you might be overproducing a few things yet. Nah, not necessarily. Part of the problem is I can't actually tell. Oh! That ought to fix it. That's what I was looking for earlier. We're making awful cheese. It only takes 14 hours. Excellent cheese takes 20 days. Okay, maybe let's go good. Because right now, we're clearly making way too much goddamn cheese, and it's terrible. Nobody likes eating it. Everyone gets upset when they eat it. All that cheese, the worst thing for a lactose intolerant person. Yeah, not only that, it's not just cheese, it's awful cheese. The cheese is not good. If it was good, then people would really like eating it and they'd get great cheese buffs. Building a bone Dane axe, such a noble weapon. Blue viral bones. Did I say I was going to move bones down here for now? I think I did say that. Which means guests. Lewin. And flu viral. You guys all have houses. You have a house. Cassie lives here. Blairy lives there. Blander lives there. 2 more houses. A thrumbo chase. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yes. Should pawns check if anyone is in the room before trying to use the fixture? Prevents pawns from walking in on each other to use basins and toilets at the same time. Oh, I didn't know we could do that. Yes. Ooh. Maybe not that one. This one, though, would be fine. I don't know how it works with the stalls. It might screw things up. Content empty at $10 contains. This is really funny. This works as a vending machine, this hot spring. $1 to enter the hot springs. Sure. I'm okay making it free. It doesn't really cost anything. Keep me away from the peasants. It's a moldy cheese, but not the good mold. Hooray for the spa. So this is amazing. So this thing does... sick and or injured pawns that are capable of moving on their own should be directed to use the spring once a day. Pawns incapable of moving cannot safely use the spring waters without undue risk of drowning and are thus forbidden. They help cleanse the body of illness and assist in the healing of wounds. So when they're in here, they get this ability, Healing Waters, which just increases their blood filtration by 8% and their natural healing by 125. It's so good in a medieval run. It's game-changing in a medieval run. Because after every fight now, your people are like, oh, no problem. I'm going to go heal. Is what I'm going to do. What are you doing with this pig? Oh... You don't need to do that, buddy. Take all the animals out of there. He's basically been getting screwed up, spending all of his time dealing with them. Okay, they're training the dogs. Got one at guard. The other one is... Where the hell is the other dog? There it is. 1 out of 3. There. That's taking much longer than I would have liked. 24 medicine left in storage. I also don't love that. But the bricks have been moved in here, which is nice. Linen for the tribal curtains needs to get moved. We actually don't have enough, which is crazy to me, but I like it. Tying people up and tossing them into the spa won't count as murder. It's attempted healing. I think that's maybe correct. Best place for the hospital is next to the spa. The hospital's right here. So the hospital's next to the temple because I thought, you know, kind of makes sense, like nuns running the temple, but it's not far. They should be able to come out this road. And go visit. Also visit the graveyard. I want to pin this in later, but it's just not really a priority right now. I guess the idea is, yeah, once they come in, they can get healed up, and then down here. It's also close to the inn. There's a few entrances, few options. We are doing very well on timber. I know what I'm going to do. Call a laborer team from the Empire. Skiros, Kalimos, Arathesos, and Castimos. Herbalors and constructors. Cooking and herbalors. Cooking constructors. And the last guy who's an orc. Mining and cooking. Can I give you jobs? I can. I don't really want you healing. I don't really want you cooking. We have dedicated cookers. I don't really want you construct. I gotta be honest, I mostly... If you can grow, I'll let you grow. I don't mind letting you mine. I mostly want you to haul and clean. Oh, man. I gotta house them. But I don't have to house them well. Scleros. Castamos. Kalimos. And Aruthesa. May you sleep in the barn. It's an awful barracks, 137. That's rough. Well, apparently somebody nuked that guy. How many kinds of dogs are there in this game? There's quite a few. Quite a lot. Most dogs, I would say. There are mods to basically make it any number. Yeah. 6 if you count wolves, more if you count crossbreeds. This is what I wanted these guys doing, coming out here and picking up wood. And out here and picking up wood. And out here and picking up wood. No, I guess not. But they are planting the wheat fields, which takes a lot of pressure off my growers. And I'm very pleased for that. Did we get that? No, I don't think we did. This. crazy to me is all of this grass is dead. And basically this entire area. This is from the basilisk in the early game. And I'm pretty sure this grass will never grow until I cut it. Oh my god. I forgot to take Blairel off, build that artwork, and she's literally just been slaving here for like a full day. Go to bed, sweetheart. It's fine. You're clear. A 44-year-old named Zella Lurik is calling from nearby. She's hiding from her enemies and wants you to flee to your hiding spot and join you at the end of the lake. If you accept, her enemies will set up a nearby site to harass you. There's a sun-blocking spell shadowing the whole region, and 3 man-hunting huskies are wandering nearby. A wood elf. 3 man-hunting huskies. Isn't that bad? We could maybe do that. You're crying. Nobody knows why. I guess you are a baby. Sound like there's whippets in this game? 0 out of 10? I mean, there's all kinds of crazy drugs. Look at this. I love this. Bones riding on a horse. He's like, I'm going to go get this raw wood so these peasants don't have to. What an efficient way to pick up raw wood. Why are we getting raw wood down here is beyond me, but sure. If I can't have my dog in here, what's the point? You probably could. What kind of dog do you have? Is a whippet a dog? I thought a whippet was when you take a can of like cream in a can and, you know, you point it down instead of, you point it up instead of down, and then you huff all the nitrogen oxide. This is a family-friendly stream. Don't worry about it. Sun blocking would be really bad for my crops. Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't accepted it yet. But it'd be really good for my vampires. If I had any. Wow, I'm almost out of meat, dudes. How did that happen? It's not like we took on that many new people. Je suis confused. All right, you're all eating cheese. Oh my god, protective clothing is almost done. And then intermediate agriculture. This is going to let us make so many more things. It also lets us garden. So I can actually make these gardening blocks instead of just whatever the hell they are now. A monument to wasting time and energy. That's what that is right now. 7.7. Wow. I'm a little concerned that we haven't been attacked in a very long time. I don't particularly trust that. All of this has to be cut. A couple of trees down here have to be cut. What if I made this a forest? No, he's over here. Right, originally we talked about penning this off and then putting wild animals in it instead of just doing forestry. I'm going to think about it a little bit. I think there's some ups and downs we have to consider. My game is having a little bit of a struggle. You can keep hearing the music skip. It's not really slowing down. It's just having that little hip hiccup every now and then. Legionnaires armor. Oh, that was Toll Panzers. You wore that for so long. I am a little bit worried. One thing is like we haven't really had a fight in a very long time, and because of that, we actually haven't collected any good armor in a very long time. Because of that, all of our armor is broken. Now we are going to start getting protective armor very, very shortly, so we can start putting our leather to good use. Our leather daddies. I think currently this is set to store flax and cotton, but I kind of feel like maybe that should just go on the ground because we go through it so fast. Actually, this stores cotton here. I need to get rid of all these crates. There's some work we got to do in that tailoring hut. I'm also like, I've been thinking about like, well, should I maybe shorten this and expand this tailoring hut out to like here so that I can put in a second row for clothing, second row for fabrics. I always forget how much room the tailor shop actually takes because of how many different types of fabric there are. Most spoiled, the meat, the dried meat spoiled. All right, well, maybe smoking is a good idea. Smoking meat. When I get intermediate agriculture, we can make herbs, and then we can make sausages, and then we can grill those sausages, and that's going to be really fun. 60 iron. I need 100 iron to make a stew pot. And we can get iron ore, but we can't get iron ingots. Not until the smithy is up. Okay. All right. All right. It's time to start making some plans. I have a little bit of water here, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to build around that. This kind of feels like maybe I should just make this a shop if it's going to look like this size. Right? Like that's kind of too small to be just an individual, 2 houses. Uh, 3, 5. This could go like here then too. Do. That's rough layout for them. Unless I wanted to make this shorter and put a house in here. It feels weird having houses near the marketplace when I know that there's like other jobs that we haven't set up yet. Like I don't have a jeweler. Actually, this is what we can do. Let's look at what we have signs for. For example, the mason shop should actually have a masonry sign outside of it. A wooden quarry sign, as it were. The carpenter... I think we were going to put the archery sign out here, even though it's a little bit weird. It's the idea being like a boyer. Boyer/carpenter. We have a bakery, we have a butcher. The smith is going here. An apothecary, we don't really have. The jeweler, I mean, this could be the jeweler. Armory. The stable, the armory. A magic shop. I don't even know what magic to start with. And then we have the library. That's technically in here for now. Maybe get some sausage for lunch. That sounds good. Just got a line to Dune get pushed, or are we done with it already? It got pushed till tomorrow. We're gonna do Dune tomorrow. They didn't they were being really like tight-lipped about when today it was gonna come out, and so it came out at noon, which is like the standard release time for games. And I was just like, well, I don't want to do like 2 hours of Dune because I know it like takes a little bit. So we're gonna do Dune tomorrow, which I am very excited for. I think I'm gonna do, if this is gonna be the jewelers, there's a couple options. Protective clothing, yes. I could put an entrance here, which would be kind of cute, or I could put the entrance here and have it just part of this like alleyway. I suppose there's no reason I can't do both. This is a very small house, though, if I do that. So I think we'll do this instead. So the jeweler is going to have like a 1, 2, 3 jeweling workbench, and then probably shelves. Let's say shelves there. So his bedroom can go there. Have a little bedroom, a little cooking area. All right, we'll do that. That's what we're going to do. Then we'll go dirt path. And then we're going to start building this right away. I promised myself I would get so many houses done today, and this is like, I really, really want to try to get so many houses done today. Especially because we're already over time, so. You have lots of different notifications on the side. Yeah, there's a lot going on. We got some hungry pen animals, some animal starvation. The sun blocker expires. None of it is like super urgent. We'll go diamond wood boards. We've never done that one. Like, we got enough wood at least that things are building fast. How much granite do I have? Maybe enough to build the smithy, actually. I see you, piggy. I see you dying. $50. Only because it's like the first building when you come in here. Whoa. Some regular doors, a tribal curtain. It can have wood floors in part of it. Let's go staggered wood. And then this room will have granite floors. Oh yeah, my game definitely needs to take a breather right now. And then structure. We'll put a marble column out there. How is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 houses. I'm gonna do it. No one can stop me. You know what I'm gonna do with this room? This place? I'm gonna make 2 houses. Oh, No, it's not even enough. I can't make it symmetrical. Unless... Is that right? 5 by 5 in the pipe. 5 by 5. Technically, this has one extra space, but I think we'll allow that. Then I could put a little hearth right here, a table, 2 chairs, maybe. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is like the house on the way into town, too. Like the first house you see coming through. This is eventually going to be the main gate, but it's not going to be it for a while. So let's just give this some garbage. You know what? I'm going to go generic wood board. Get it done. Get it out of the way. That's 5 buildings. Technically, that's 5 buildings done today. We're at least started today. Nice spot for a tranquility garden. Right here. You know, actually, we could do... Yeah, we could do like a little palazzo. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Because if this is the marketplace and there's going to be a little outdoor smithy right here, we could do like a little... That'd be cool, actually. Just like a little stone park, maybe like a fountain in the center of it or something stupid. If that's even something I have the ability to do. I have ignored every single thing here for quite a while. We have some hungry pigs. That grass is going to take a bit. It's not that many hungry pigs. Guests are upset that they can't claim beds. There's a $10 bed right there. If you didn't bring $10 with you, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Yeah, look, the pigs are getting the occasional bit of kibble. That's where all of our meat is gone. We've been making kibble. My regular constant flux of meat has been knocked out with kibble. I tell you what, we're going to move this, and I'm going to put an actual butcher's bench here, too. Because that's something we have access to now. Butcher's table. I guess I'll put it here, because I didn't think this out very well. This guy has 3 chairs in here right now? One is masterwork. I'll allow it. Okay. We have a million things queued up. The town is growing. I think that's where we leave it for today. That's where we're going to leave it for today. It's grown quite a bit. We've almost flushed out the entire wall area. We have enough to build all this stuff in storage. We'll continue this next time. Thank you for joining me.